So here's a story for you guys, and this story consists of some details that a lot of people out there who have some kind of a romantic connection with this topic don't want to talk about. There's a lot of people out there that call themselves researchers. Well, I guess they are researchers for sure, but sadly, unfortunately, they will hear a flavor of encounter like the one I'm going to share with you, and they automatically shut down. They pretend they didn't hear it, and they don't want to discuss it, and they're not going to repeat it, and they don't want you to hear it. How frickin' odd is that? But anyway, there's no holds barred here on this channel with me. If somebody's seen it, we're going to share it. And this particular episode, this particular story, the details are common. No matter how much they alarm you, no matter how much you just can't accept it and wrap your head around it, this is a common experience with many, 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 many people when it comes to this topic and what they've seen. There's nothing I can do about it, nothing you can do about it. We can't change those facts, but here they are. All right, so listen to this. Make of it what you will. This is close. This isn't too far away from where I live. Well, it's a ways out, but it's in British Columbia. Steve, I am 57 years old, husband, father, grandfather. I'm an experienced hunter. I've slowed down some due to arthritis. I've harvested some 30 moose, 40 deer, 5 elk, 45 black bear in my life so far. I wanted to try a different strategy. I recently acquired a crossbow, and my plan was to cruise the highway in hopes of harvesting a moose or an elk on the side of the highway. And just so, before you guys blow a gasket, there are many, many places in British Columbia where you can discharge a bow or a crossbow within 15 meters of the center line of the highway. Okay? It's very rural, and it's not a dangerous thing. All right? So just stay calm. On September 20th, 2019, I headed out Highway 16 east from Prince George around 3 p.m. I was trying to keep my speed down to better scan the sides of the road as I went, about halfway between Willow River Bridge and Bowron River Bridge. I spun around and slowly made my way back. Unfortunately, a large group of vehicles caught up to me. I had to increase my speed to match the traffic for safety reason. There was no good pull-off spots. I caught up to another bunch of vehicles, so now I'm stuck between some dozen or so semi-tractor trailers, 4x4s, campers, cars, what have you. Coming up to Wansa Creek Corner, I see fur and movement to the right, just on the other side of the guardrail on that corner. I'm looking for moose and elk. I see cork-colored fur, about 5 feet wide, massive shoulders, 10-inch thick arms. The thing is moving in the same direction I am, so I have a good view of a massive back, arms, and shoulders. Fur on top of the shoulders is highlighted by the sun. I see blondish hair / fur in the valley between the top of those shoulders, but no head visible. I'm thinking, what the F is that thing? Remember, I'm driving here at the same time. I'm in a corner with vehicles ahead and behind doing about 90 kilometers an hour. This thing turns to the left, facing traffic. I see a tan leather face, tan like the color of white-tailed deer. I see the cheekbones, the nose, the chin, the eyes of this thing. The face has no hair, but blonde color hair is under the chin. I can see this thing has a deep chest, at least 40 inches from front to spine. That is a chunk of meat. The head does not protrude above the shoulders. This thing's head was not visible from the back. I've never heard of such an attribute. Every graphic I have seen clearly portrays a head visible on top of the shoulders but with no neck. I'm baffled. If this guy was in a suit, the maker is expert level taxidermy. If it were a suit, the guy would have to wear 3 to 4 foot high drywall stilts and walk on a side slope. The hair in his chest is white, and bizarrely, there are several. Now get this one, all right? Listen to this, and this is a very, very common detail in many experiences, all right? The hair in his chest is white, and bizarrely, there are several bright, white, glowing orbs floating in front of the chest, about 4 inches or so, grapefruit-sized. These transparent-looking orbs are brightest white in their center. What the hell? I have this thought, you did not see me. Now, none of this makes sense. I think that is not my thought. None of this makes sense. I think that's not my thought. I would think, if I were to attempt to suppress a memory, I would think, I did not see that, and I don't want to think about it ever again. I did see it, and I do not want to forget it. I do not use drugs to consume alcohol. Like we said before, it doesn't matter. If you do drugs or drink alcohol, it doesn't make 8 to 10 foot tall hairy beings appear in front of you. It just doesn't. Nightclubs would be inundated with it, right? Alcohol and drugs do not make you commonly see 8 to 10 foot tall hairy upright beings. All right? I've been obsessively looking for answers ever since. This thing was 10 to 12 feet tall. It appeared to be in peak health and possessed a physique that I do not think a human could attain. I would guess the weight to be 800 pounds or more. Damn, that is a chunk of a being. That's freaking incredible. You imagine seeing that? I went back to look for tracks. Nothing. The ground was hard-packed gravel, and honestly, I was a bit freaked out. So I didn't stay long. There is no way I'm the only guy to see it. If you choose to tell this, that's okay. Use your own discretion with my info. I made a video about it, which I uploaded to YouTube. I omitted the floating sphere aspect from that upload. I have no idea what those are. The sighting of this creature is fantastic regardless. All my years in the woods, hunting, camping, fishing, exploring. Then I see alongside the highway 10 feet from my passenger side as I pass. I have so many questions now. I believe as you do, these are not gorilla ape related. The sex of this thing had a man face. I did have a couple odd bush experiences in the past. I don't know what the cause was. If you heard what I heard and saw, maybe you would. Sincerely, Phil. There you go. There is an encounter, which a lot of people out there who are researching Sasquatch, Bigfoot, do not want to repeat. They don't want you to hear about. Why? I haven't a clue. Because what good, hardworking, honest people see is what needs to be shared with the community, with each community and all of us. All right, and that's what we're doing here. No holds barred. We are sharing people's honest accounts of what they're seeing and what's going on out there. So do with it as you will. Believe it or not, that's fine. Hopefully, Phil, reading out your story like this has helped you somewhat. Hearing somebody read it with confidence. And there you go. There's another one.